ChatGPT maker OpenAI says it would be impossible to create AI tools without copyrighted material. The company is being sued by the New York Times for allegedly using its articles without authorization to train its AI models. The case is highlighting one of the challenges of developing and implementing AI responsibly. Dominique Shelton Leipzig joins us now from our Los Angeles bureau. She is a partner at the Mayer Brown Law Firm's LA office, where she leads the firm's global data innovation practice. She is the author of Trust, Responsible AI, Innovation, Privacy, and Data Leadership. Good to have you, Dominique. The White House released a blueprint in 2022, a couple of years ago now, for an AI Bill of Rights. Several bills have appeared in Congress since then, but really not much has happened. Why is that?
Well, not much has happened here in the U.S., Jeff, but quite a lot is happening globally. There are 96 countries in 6 continents that have draft legislation on responsible AI. Also, we have a number of piecemeal, smaller legislation, about 127 actual laws around the world. What we're looking at in the U.S. is catching up to what's going on in Europe. Europe decided to adopt a final legislation on December 8th, which will go into effect in about 24 months.
What do you think Europe is doing right, and what do you think they're doing wrong?
Well, what Europe is doing is very synergistic with what we're seeing in 69 other countries. They're looking at creating governance to surround high-risk AI use cases. So they're calling for a risk ranking of AI and applying governance to those riskier areas.
The New York Times case is really interesting. So they're saying that by using Times articles to train their AI machines, they're violating copyright law, right? And it seems like there's a case to be made there. What does that mean for OpenAI?
Well, what it means for not just OpenAI, but the providers of large language models everywhere, not just that one company, is that this is going to be a battle that is going to take place. And it's really, we came across this when we had Web 1.0 and 2.0, and really the foundations of the internet. This is a collide between fair use and what's around in the open internet, and applying governance to high-risk use cases like children, healthcare, financial. So they're very different uses, Jeff.
What Web 0.0 are we at now? Or are we beyond the web? I don't know.
Well, I think we're beyond Web 3.0 now. We're in just a whole new era.
Which is AI, I guess, and more.
Yes.
You wrote that many Fortune 1000 companies, quote, have found themselves with large data lakes, not data leaks, data lakes, if I'm reading that right, that come with them. What is a data lake, and how do companies use them with artificial intelligence?
Yeah, so a data lake, Jeff, is just a lot of data. A lot of companies that have been around for a while have a lot of data that is generally just sitting around and it's not necessarily extracting all the value that can be obtained from them. What they're doing now with AI is being able to pinpoint and identify how that data can add value. So let me give you an example. Just 30 days after ChatGPT 4 was released, some medical doctors and researchers were able to put their data lake into an AI application, and they identified a possible treatment for liver cancer. So this is exciting, what can be done with AI.
Dominique, really quickly before we let you go, all of this is so fascinating. I just want to ask, you know so much about this, you're an expert. For the average person, like if I'm talking to my kids about AI, how do I tell them to use it or be safe around it right now?
What the kids need to understand is that what you put into AI, you shouldn't put anything in there that you wouldn't put on social media. And this is exactly what the tech companies tell us to do. Second, AI sometimes can drift and not have correct answers. So you never want to leave your common sense behind. Never, ever lose the ability to check the AI and use your common sense. And I talk about all this in my book, Trust.